is Allie. I can't really do the monkey bars because I'm kind of different, because instead of having like 9 fingers, I actually have 9. Instead of having 10 fingers, I actually have 9. And they're kind of different than regular fingers and stuff. I can't really move on the monkey bars, but I can grip them. My pinky was stuck together, and I was never able to move it without moving this hand. But then on my 4th surgery, they released it, and I was finally able to move it. When I first was able to move one of my hands, it made me feel really good inside.
Hi, I'm Braiden, and I live in Mount Vernon, and I'm 11 years old. So whenever I was like 7 years old, for Christmas, I got a dirt bike, and I started riding it without training wheels for a bit, but I could never ride it good. So then I got training wheels for a little bit. But then after that, I learned how to ride it. I was really happy whenever I got the training wheels off, because I was allowed to go a lot faster. So one rule of riding the dirt bike was no going out of the city limits without my dad's permission. And whenever I went somewhere, I'd have to tell him, text my phone. And another rule was, whenever I did go out, I would have to have a little thing on there, like a speedometer that I could plug in. And whenever I did plug it in, I'd be able to tell how fast I was, so I could go on the road. Well, most of the speed limits within city limits is 30, so I can only go 30 in the speed limits. And on the road I used to take, it would be like 25 most of the time. It feels like you were in a race car going 100 miles an hour, because number one, you were on a little tiny dirt bike, and you don't know, because the wind's really hitting you hard whenever you go 25, and that's really it, to be honest.
My name is Sophia. When I was at Churchingham and we were going to do the zip line, I was really nervous to just jump off or walk off. So I just wanted to do it to have fun, and so I just fell back, and I felt really strong about that.
My name is Anaya. My friend's name is Cheryl. She is a kind friend, and when after lunch when we went outside to play, I had to sit down. And then after a few minutes or so, I started wheezing every time I breathed in, then started coughing. So after a few more minutes, then the teacher told me to go to the nurse's office. And since I didn't feel so well, she asked Cheryl to come with me. And then when we got to the nurse's office, she actually helped me walk there. She tried to stand strong for me, make sure I was okay while we were walking down there. And then after my inhaler and stuff, then when we came back down, I actually felt much stronger than I did before I had the wheezing.
My name's Lexi. What makes me strong is I have APCY5. It's a rare genetic gene, and I can be put in a wheelchair. And I am not currently in the wheelchair, but there's other people who have it and who are in the wheelchair. And it's very rare. My W in St. Louis doesn't. I'm his first patient who has it. There is medications for it, but it always doesn't help all the time. It feels strong when I can walk every day, and I can get up and move, because other people can't, and I feel bad for them. What makes me cry is I'm a dancer. I do point, and I got wet shoes, and that means I went on my hind toes with a flat bottom and go on my hind toes. And I've been dancing since I was 2, and I got my foot shoes 2 years ago. When I'm up on the stage, it's like there's nobody there watching me. I do my own thing. If I mess up, I don't want to show on my face. I just keep on going. And I can't see nobody because it's pitch black. But so it helps.
My dog's name is Sparky. The 2 girls are Jinx and Patches. My dog usually likes pepperoni. And my cats, they just eat regular cat food. My dog stays inside and my cats stay outside. Just remember this, pets cannot talk. They usually bark, meow, tweet, or do animal sign language. Like when a dog lays on his back, it's probably telling you that you want them to rub their belly. You should have a pet because they give you comfort, love, and friendship. As people always say, dogs are man's best friend. And you can also snuggle with them and play with them. It's like having a brother or sister. My name is Laurali. I felt proud of myself whenever I passed a really hard math test. Well, every time after dinner, my mom and dad would help me do some math because we got homework practice sheets. We did some algebra and some division and multiplication. It feels like you're proud of yourself and you're happy.
My name is Chloe Flanagan, and I am a summer intern here at Cedarhurst. What makes me strong is this past year I've been working on a series of artwork, and they're really personal to me because it's something that I went through, and it helped me heal making the artwork. It helped me to kind of, I guess, let go of some things and also understand things better that happened in my life. And without art, that probably would have never happened. So I'm really proud of people who are strong enough to open up about things. I'm proud of people who can come forward and use whatever they've gone through in their life and use it for something better. It's taking something bad that happened and turning it into something good.
Hi, my name is Stevi Jane. I am 7. I live in Mount Vernon. We were playing soccer and a first grader pushed me down and I fell on a flower with a bee on it and it stung me. If you get stung by a bee, here's what you can do. You can ask the parent, teacher, or a worker to tell them that it hurts and they can probably put something on it to make it feel better, like some medicine for it. That it'll be okay if you get stung by a bee. It'll just hurt a bit. And if you're young, you might cry a bit.
My name is Cypress. Whenever somebody's hurt, I pray for them and I hope that they get better. It makes me feel good because I'm doing good things for other people. I have a family member in the hospital right now and I'm praying for them and I just try to do good things for them because if you do good things, miracles happen.
Hi, I'm Finley and I'm 10 years old and my story is going to be about digging dinosaur bones. I was in Las Vegas. It was a very sunny, shiny day. No, there wasn't even a single cloud in the sky. We were driving up to the dig site and there was lots of bones already found there. So we were digging dinosaur bones, and my mom, she was looking all over for dinosaur bones, and she looked under this one rock, and there was a little one under there, the rock, and the paleontologist there was quite impressed that she found one because they're really rare to find. They have to put it in a museum, but we did go to a hill that had squid tops on them, and you gotta keep those bones. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
My name is Madison. I've played clarinet since 4th grade. And then I just started violin, and I know a little bit on piano, so it makes me feel good too. When I get figure out a song or something new, and I play it at a talent show or something, it makes me feel really good and proud. Well, I played in front of a class for the music contest at school. I get a little nervous, but when I'm done, I feel really good about it, and I'll stay with it.
Hi, my name is Alexis. The name of my dog is Boss. It's my first dog that I actually kept for a long time. My dog always, when he wants me to play with him or he wants to take a nap, he'll jump on my bed and either come lay on my arm or he'll jump on my bed and start licking my face to go play. I take him on walks and I feed him food and water and I clean up his business after he's done with it. And I like to take him in the yard and I like to play with him because he'll jump on me, and I take his paws and I'll dance with him.
I'm Amaya from Johnston City, Illinois. So my mother had a baby over the summer, and I was at the hospital for a few hours, but it was totally worth it because then after about an hour of him being alive, I got to hold him, and it was so precious. My brother's name is Mason. It's kind of hard because sometimes whenever they're crying, you don't know what they need, but it's also fun because it's a person that you're wow. It's always awesome whenever you get to hold him, and then he's go to sleep, and it just makes me feel so happy inside.
My name is Adelynn. Well, I'm proud because
me and my mom, we found this newborn kitten in our garage. The mom abandoned it, so we took it inside and we fed it all these years and took care of it and like raised it as our own pet. But the bad thing is, well, I felt strong because I actually cared for it and we didn't just leave it there, we actually fed it, but it died. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a new kitten one day, and then I'm like, it died like, I was looking forward to it a lot, but I got over it, but I still miss him a lot though. But yeah, I loved every moment that I spent with him. So we just hope that he had a good life with us.
My name is Sophia. Well, there was a time when I felt proud of myself. It was a cat bowl, and I gave it to my cats. It said cat milk in the middle, which is actually pretty darn funny. And we put cream and milk in it every day. But out of all the ones, I feel proud of myself every day.